There is this question by Sultan Mahamoud, and he's asking, Chair, are you aware that as a committee that it is only the Ministry of Lands you hear shortage of surveyors but no vacancies announced? Because I think it was the year 2011 when the ministry employed a number of surveyors, and the number is a great problem in the ministry. I would like to say that thank you to the Departmental Committee on Lands. They were able to identify this gap, and that we have many surveyors, but these surveyors, as they advance in age and so many other surveyors graduate, there is that it is important to hire new surveyors. So the response to you, Mr. Sultan Mahamoud, is that the Ministry of Lands and Physical Planning in the year 2020-2021 has hired several surveyors who are currently undergoing induction, and who I believe that soon will be going to the field. I would also like to say that the Departmental Committee on Lands may not have accurate answers at the fingertips on how the ministry is being run, and some of your questions will respond as Parliament, and I think the most current response can be gotten from the Ministry of Lands and Physical Planning. If we get any new information on the number of surveyors who are hired and exactly where they are going, we'll be very happy to tell you. But I believe that there are more than 50, and every county is going to receive a surveyor. It's also a good thing for the young people who are doing this very important profession, surveying and mapping. Very important. I have realized after I became Chair Lands that this is a very important area that young people need to focus on. That they are being hired by the ministry. And also there are many vacancies in all these other ministries, state agencies, departments that are dealing with survey work. And this could be Kenha, could be Kentraco, could be Kera. All these ministries and departments require surveyors. So it is an area that young people need to get interested in. There is also a question here by Mr. Anthony Ochilo. And this question, I believe that we responded to it, but I can only add that the Ministry of Lands and Physical Planning does not work on its own. It works with other ministries and other departments, because lands is an enabler ministry, that it is on land that all these other developments are happening. And although these parastatals, ministries, SAGAs, that is semi-autonomous government agencies, could be having their own surveyors, at the end of the day, they find themselves consulting the survey department and the director for survey, who I believe has also been doing a very good job recently. And Mr. Anthony is asking whether the ministry can work now hand in hand with other ministries, and I would like to confirm that this is exactly what is happening. The Ministry of Lands and Physical Planning, they find themselves working with other ministries, other cabinet secretaries. I can say that the Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Lands and Physical Planning, Farida Karone, finds herself working with other ministries and other departments, because it is land that is enabling. And I can just give examples of working with Kena, which is a parastatal, working with Kentraco when it comes to ensuring that surveying is done within the right timelines. Also, National Land Commission, which is not under, I would like to make it clear that the National Land Commission is not under the Ministry of Lands and Physical Planning. It is a commission, and it has its own mandate and works on its own. But National Land Commission is also working with the government agencies to ensure that compensation for land is also done within the projects that are being implemented. There is a question which was very sensitive, which we felt that we did not address it fully. The one that was asked by Ronald Franklin, and he was asking about Koresoi North, Koresoi South, Molo, Njoro. They are facing land social re-engineering. Yet the Ministry of Lands has no plans to issue the title deeds. What is your committee doing to such people? First of all, myself and also the leader of majority had a problem with the word social re-engineering, and we made a lot of effort also to call the Ministry of Lands and Physical Planning to a specific person to ask about what is it social re-engineering. As much as we have not gotten a response on what social reengineering is, I would like to say that plans are underway to ensure that planning and surveying is completed in the larger Nakuru County. And all these sub-counties that have been mentioned, or constituencies that have been mentioned by Ronald Franklin, are within Nakuru County. There was a question about title deeds for colonial villages in Nyandarua County, and this one was responded to very well by the leader of majority. But what I would like to add to this is that title deeds for colonial villages in Nyandarua have been processed and they are ready for issuance. And I believe that soon the president or the cabinet secretary, together with the members of parliament within this area, will be issuing these title deeds. They are ready for issuance. And this is the information that we have received from the Ministry of Lands and Physical Planning.